Why do men make more money than women? That's a question we got from our friend Celine because her coworker Alex got a bigger paycheck than her. In this video, we are going to answer that question in depth. We'll take an objective look at why men, statistically speaking, tend to earn more than women. I am Max from Financer, and this is a reality we must acknowledge. Before we go over our 15 reasons, we have to make something clear from the get-go. It's an undeniable fact. According to data, the global gender wage gap is around 16%. That means, on average, women earn about 84 cents for every dollar earned by men. But why is this the case? Let's dive right in. Reason number 1, the confidence gap. This concept refers to the difference in confidence levels between men and women, where women are often less confident, particularly in professional settings. This gap has been associated with women being less likely to apply for promotions, seek raises, or take on leadership roles. And after talking to Celine a bit longer, she told us that she never tried to seek a raise. So for us, it was pretty clear why she did not earn the same as her coworker, until we brought up one impactful study that was conducted by Hewlett-Packard. It revealed that men were likely to apply for a promotion when they met only 60% of the qualifications, whereas women only applied if they met 100% of them. That was mind-blowing for Celine, because she always neglected asking for a raise because she thought she had to be exceptionally good to get one. The interpretation of these results led to the understanding that this wasn't an issue of competency. Women were just as qualified, but rather a matter of confidence. Additionally, a report from American Psychological Association revealed that women tend to underestimate their abilities and performance, while men overestimate both, even when the performance do not differ significantly in quality. The findings from both studies underscore the pervasive nature of the confidence gap. It's a deep-rooted problem that impacts women's career progression, contributing to gender disparities in the workplace. To address this, it's important to encourage and support women in building confidence, applying for promotions, and taking risks in their careers, just as their male counterparts do. Moving on to reason number 2, women continue to be disproportionately represented in lower-paying sectors such as education, social work, and caregiving. This trend is often referred to as occupational segregation, where women and men are distributed differently across occupations and sectors. This is not the case for Celine, but it's still true for the majority. The caregiving sector, which includes roles like home health aides, childcare workers, and personal care aides, is often devalued because the skills required for these jobs, like empathy, patience, and care, are typically associated with women's traditional roles in the home. Consequently, these jobs are often low-paid and lack the benefits and protections found in other sectors. Similarly, education, particularly early childhood and primary school education, is another field with a significant proportion of women. The wages in these roles often don't reflect the level of responsibility and the importance of the work, given that educators are shaping the minds of the future generation. So it's up to the government to change the wages of these important jobs. But it seems like they don't change anything. I thought that they would care about this topic. Interesting. I think everyone with a clear mind understands what that means. Our third reason is that men are overrepresented in high-paying fields. In many societies, cultural norms and societal expectations have long dictated what careers are appropriate for men and women, resulting in occupational segregation. These norms often steer men towards sectors like technology, finance, engineering, and science, which tend to have higher average pay compared to sectors where women are traditionally overrepresented. But Celine did the out-of-the-norm thing. Originally from a small town in Belgium, she always had a fascination with digital marketing. She was captivated by these influencers, and from a young age, she dreamt of all the possibilities the online world offers. However, when she expressed her interest in digital marketing, she was met with surprise and discouragement. But she went headfirst into her dream job and made quite a lot of money. She went into a job that, even though it is dominated by women, actually pays good. But this is not usual. Stereotypes can discourage women from pursuing careers in high-paying fields and can influence hiring and promotion decisions. Moreover, many high-paying industries have cultures and work practices that are not always conducive to balancing work with family responsibilities, which women are more likely to do. Long hours, lack of flexibility, and the expectation of constant availability can make these fields less appealing or accessible to women, particularly those with children or other caregiving responsibilities. Before we dive into our fourth reason, the glass ceiling, you have to know this. According to a 2017 report by McKinsey Global Institute, advancing women's equality, including in terms of pay, could add $12 trillion to $28 trillion to the global GDP by 2025. Why, might you ask? The main reason is equal pay can lead to higher productivity levels. When employees perceive that they are paid fairly, their job satisfaction tends to increase, leading to improved performance and productivity. This in turn benefits businesses and contributes to economic growth. Even though Celine was in a higher paying field, she still had coworkers that earned more, and in our long conversation, she told us she thinks it's due to our fourth reason. The glass ceiling is a term used to describe a barrier that keeps a demographic from rising beyond a certain level in a hierarchy. For women in the workplace, this metaphorical ceiling prevents many from ascending to higher paying leadership roles. Women make up nearly half of the total workforce, yet the number of women in top executive positions and corporate boardrooms is disproportionately low. So, financiers, many argue that if you would place more women into leadership roles, more women would naturally want to emulate that and become leaders as well. But we don't believe that. It's like saying if we put more cats into a dog shelter, more cats would behave like dogs. It's just not true, because it's against our nature. The perfect example of such a nature discrepancy leading to lower pay for women is our next reason. When it comes to negotiation behaviors, research has shown that men are often more aggressive in negotiating salaries, a factor that contributes to the gender wage gap. The classic case of our friends Celine and Alex, who both worked as digital marketing managers, serves as a perfect illustration. Celine and Alex, while both exceptional in their roles, had different approaches to salary negotiations. Celine, like many women, was more hesitant to negotiate her salary. Despite being highly competent and a valued team member, she was more comfortable accepting the initial offer made by the company. She feared being seen as too demanding or aggressive, a stereotype often associated with women who assertively negotiate. She was also concerned that pushing for a higher salary might affect her relationship with her superiors or colleagues. On the other hand, Alex approached the negotiation process more assertively. He was aware that negotiation was a part of the business world and was confident in his abilities and worth to the company. When offered the same initial salary as Celine, Alex didn't hesitate to ask for more. He came prepared with evidence of his contributions, market value data, and a clear articulation of his career goals. Even though Alex was initially met with resistance, his persistence paid off when his employer finally agreed to a higher salary. The difference in their negotiation strategies has lasting implications. Alex ended up earning significantly more than Celine, even though they performed the same role and contributed equally to the company. This salary disparity not only affected their immediate financial situation, but would also influence their long-term earning potential, retirement savings, and overall career progression. That brings us to reason number 6. Women's career paths can often look different than men's due to career interruptions for family reasons, such as child rearing or caregiving responsibilities. These interruptions can lead to women having less continuous work experience, which may impact their career progression and earning potential. Financiers consider the experience of many working mothers. They might begin their careers on an equal footing with their male peers, but decide to take a career break when they start a family. During this period, they might work part-time, take up flexible work arrangements, or leave the workforce altogether. While these choices can support their family's needs, they can also limit opportunities for career advancement and higher salaries. On their return to work, these women often face challenges. The gap in their resume can be perceived negatively by potential employers, even though the skills gained during the career break, like multitasking, problem-solving, and time management, are highly transferable to the workplace. They might also find it challenging to get back on the same career trajectory, particularly in fast-changing sectors where skills and knowledge can quickly become outdated. Furthermore, women returning to work often face an experience gap compared to men of the same age. A man who has worked continuously since graduation will have more years of experience compared to a woman who has taken time off for family reasons. So, financiers, if you get value from this video, share it with a female friend of yours, which could be interested into these reasons. Moving on to our 7th reason. Risk-taking behavior and the willingness to engage in high-stakes ventures have long been associated with men due to the influence of evolutionary biology. Evolutionary biology and psychology propose that males in many species tend to be the more risk-prone sex. This perspective says that throughout human evolution, men have often found themselves in situations where taking risks could result in substantial payoffs, such as gaining resources, securing a mate, or increasing their social standing. In the context of modern workplace, This inclination toward risk-taking might lead men to seek out and thrive in high-risk, high-reward careers. Such professions often have a significant element of uncertainty and risk, but they also carry the potential for substantial financial reward. This can include careers like entrepreneurship, venture capitalism, high-level investing, or roles in rapidly evolving tech industries. However, it's essential to clarify that risk-taking doesn't inherently lead to success or high pay. It simply means that individuals are willing to confront uncertainty and potential failure for the chance of substantial rewards. This behavior could translate to more aggressive salary negotiations, willingness to change jobs for better opportunities, or even start their own businesses, all of which could potentially contribute to higher earnings. Conversely, a reduced tendency for risk-taking could lead to a preference of job stability, predictable income, and lower stress work environments. While this might contribute to lower average earnings, it's not an inherently negative trait. It's simply a different approach to career and life choices. Another aspect of evolutionary psychology is the connection between resource acquisition and status. This premise lays the foundation for an eighth reason why men make more money than women. Evolutionary psychology suggests that status and resource acquisition have historically played significant roles in male behavior. Men have often been the primary providers in many societies, and status or wealth can make a man more desirable as a potential mate, encouraging competition among men for resources and wealth. In modern terms, this could translate into men being more motivated by money and the status it brings, leading them to pursue higher-paying jobs or negotiate more aggressively for salary increases. Studies have shown that men often equate their self-worth with their financial success and status, and so they may be more driven to seek out roles that offer higher compensation and prestige. This could potentially contribute to the gender pay gap, as men may push harder for higher salaries, more significant promotions, or more high-status jobs. However, it's important to note that this is a broad generalization and doesn't apply to all men or women. If you like what we share with you today, follow our channel, because you will love our other videos as well. Moving on to reason number 9, career specialization. In the complex and fast-paced landscape of today's job market, specialization can often be a significant driver of earnings potential. This may be particularly true in fields where highly specialized knowledge or skills are at a premium. Studies suggest that men are more likely to specialize in their careers, which leads to increased earnings over time. Let's consider the world of software engineering as an example. While there are many generalist roles in this field, those who specialize in a particular niche area, say cybersecurity, data science, or artificial intelligence, often command higher salaries. This can be attributed to the simple economics of supply and demand. Specialized roles often require a unique set of skills, and those with the expertise to fill these roles are in short supply, pushing wages up. But specialization might limit one's career flexibility, making it harder to switch roles or industries later in their career. In conclusion, while career specialization is just one piece of the complex puzzle of wage disparity, it's a factor that can have a significant impact on earnings, particularly in certain industries or roles where specialized skills are highly valued. We've arrived at our 10th reason prioritizing work over personal life. There exists a delicate balance between work and personal life, a line that varies greatly from person to person. However, research indicates that men on average are more likely to prioritize work over their personal life. This has a consequential impact on career trajectory and subsequently their earning potential. Let's examine this issue in the context of traditional employment models. Most careers reward time and commitment, either implicitly or explicitly. Longer hours often translate into more opportunities for advancement, greater responsibility, and ultimately higher pay. From working overtime to being available after standard work hours or spending extra time on career development activities, these additional commitments can significantly boost one's career progression. If we look at societal norms and expectations, they often encourage men to define their worth by their professional success. This can make them more inclined to prioritize work, even at the expense of personal life or well-being. This trend could be reinforced by societal expectations of men as primary earners, a role which might push them to seek higher earnings and prioritize work over other aspects of life. One concrete manifestation of this phenomenon can be seen in the world of entrepreneurship. Founding and scaling a business often require an extraordinary commitment of time and energy, sometimes at the expense of personal life. A higher tendency among men to take on this level of commitment might explain part of their overrepresentation among successful entrepreneurs, a role often associated with higher earning potential. However, this trend isn't without its downsides. While it can lead to higher earnings, Prioritizing work over personal life can also contribute to higher stress levels, burnout, and negative impacts on health and personal relationships. It's a double-edged sword and a trade-off that individuals must consider in the career journey. Jumping into reason 11, performance pay. A factor contributing to wage disparities is the inclination of men towards jobs that offer performance-based pay. These jobs where income is directly tied to output often create competitive environments, prevalent in certain sectors like digital marketing. Take the case of Alex and Celine, both working in digital marketing. Alex is a performance marketing specialist whose pay includes a performance bonus tied to the successful campaigns he runs. Each successful campaign directly boosts his income, making his job a high-risk, high-reward endeavor. On the other hand, Celine, as a content strategist, draws a fixed income, irrespective of the performance of her content. Her role is crucial, but unlike Alex, her income doesn't directly correlate with the performance of her strategies. Studies suggest that men like Alex may be more drawn towards such performance-based roles, potentially due to the inherent risk-taking tendencies we mentioned earlier. However, financiers, it's crucial to understand that this does not inherently signify superior skills or competence. Moving on to reason 12, men have the willingness to travel. When discussing the factors that contribute to wage disparities, it's important to not overlook the aspect of job mobility and travel. Evidence suggests that men are generally more willing to take on roles that require significant travel or relocation, which are often associated with higher pay. The ability to travel for work or move to pursue job opportunities can open doors to higher paying roles, promotions, and accelerated career progression. These opportunities may be more common in certain industries, such as consulting, oil and gas, or upper-level corporate positions that require frequent travel or temporary relocation. It's also notable that international assignments are often remunerated with premium pay or allowances, further increasing earning potential. While travel-intensive jobs often pay more, they also come with their own set of challenges, such as balancing work with personal life and managing the stress and health effects of frequent travel. Reason 13 might sound weird at first, but once you heard us out, you will understand it. Women like to do their job with emotions. Emotional labor, a term coined by sociologist Arlie Hochschild, refers to the process of managing feelings and expressions to fulfill the emotional requirements of a job. Essentially, it's the work of caring, and it's often essential in jobs like teaching, nursing, childcare, elder care, and customer service, among others. In these roles, employees are expected not only to perform their technical tasks, but also to present a specific emotional demeanor such as cheerfulness or empathy, irrespective of their actual feelings. They need to create and maintain a positive emotional state in others, often at the cost of their own emotional well-being. Despite its importance, emotional labor is undervalued and underpaid in many societies. The sectors that heavily rely on emotional labor, such as care work, education, and social work, are often poorly compensated relative to the level of skill and effort they require. One reason for this is the societal perception that the ability to manage and navigate emotions is an inherent quality, particularly in women, rather than a learned and practiced skill that adds value to the work. The devaluation of these skills contributes to the lower average pay in sectors dominated by emotional labor. On top of that, job satisfaction has traditionally been a critical aspect of career choices. But it doesn't always align with financial remuneration. On our 13th reason is that women like to feel satisfied by their job. There's an underlying assumption that individuals will always prefer jobs that they find fulfilling and enjoyable. However, it's been observed that men might be more willing than women to trade off job satisfaction for higher pay. This can be traced back to societal and cultural expectations, where men are often conditioned to prioritize income and the financial stability of their families over personal fulfillment at work. This willingness to compromise job satisfaction for higher earnings might lead men into higher-paying industries or roles that might be stressful, demanding, or less intrinsically rewarding. For example, jobs in finance, tech, or law often come with high stress levels and long hours, but also offer high salaries. The pressure to earn more might cause men to endure these less satisfying aspects of their job. Let's consider the story of our friend Alex. Alex was presented with an opportunity to transition into a web design role within his company. The new role came with a significant pay raise, but it also meant less creative work. Despite his initial reservations about the role shift, Alex took on the new position mainly because of the higher salary it offered. On the other hand, Celine was more inclined to stick to her digital marketing role, even when presented with similar opportunities, primarily because she found the creative aspects of her work rewarding. Her job satisfaction was not solely tied to her salary, but also to the intrinsic value she derived from her work. While there's no right or wrong approach here, this tendency among men to prioritize salary over job satisfaction contributes to the observed wage disparities between men and women. And now we come to the last and most important reason: financial literacy, or the understanding of various financial aspects such as managing personal finances, investing, and understanding economic trends, can play a significant role in job decisions and negotiations, potentially leading to higher pay. This encompasses skills like understanding the value of money, savings, investments, and understanding how to negotiate salaries and benefits effectively. It can also influence an individual's ability to make savvy career decisions that lead to high-paying jobs or entrepreneurial opportunities. There's a body of research suggesting that men are more financially literate than women. A study conducted by the Global Financial Literacy Excellence Center found a measurable gender gap in financial literacy rates across various countries. If this gap translates into the workplace, it could lead to men making better informed decisions that optimize their earnings potential. Consider the case of our friends Alex and Celine. Alex had spent considerable time improving his financial literacy skills, regularly reading up on financial news, learning about investments, and understanding the dynamics of salary negotiations. When it came time to negotiate his salary as a digital marketing manager, Alex was able to leverage his knowledge and negotiate a higher salary effectively. On the other hand, Celine, while being equally skilled in digital marketing, didn't have the same level of financial literacy as Alex. This might have affected her ability to negotiate her salary effectively or explore the investment opportunities to grow her wealth. This is why financial education is crucial. By increasing your financial literacy, you will make better informed decisions about your career and finances, potentially leading to higher earnings and better financial stability. In light of this, we are excited to introduce our new course, The Wealth Revolution. This course aims to bridge the financial literacy gap by providing comprehensive training on a range of topics including the money mindset, investment strategies, and creating high-income skills. We believe that financial education is the first step towards wealth creation and can play a crucial role in addressing wage disparities. Don't miss out on this opportunity to enhance your financial knowledge and take control of your financial future. So, if you're a man and want to make that wage gap even bigger, or if you're a woman that wants to elevate herself, you want to sign up for a course to start your journey towards financial literacy and wealth creation. Financiers, we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, keep striving, keep improving, and earn that money.